Well, there is a facet of senior care that is in very high demand, one that specializes in Alzheimer's and dementia. For any family facing such a crisis, the choices and decisions that need to be made can be extremely difficult. And that's why it is so important to find a facility that is both qualified and compassionate. Brookdale Senior Care prides itself on both of these fronts, so I'm happy to welcome Program Manager Joan Tenorelli to Daytime. So welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
So let's talk first about how big kind of the need for care in these two areas really is, because I think sometimes people don't realize just how many people need these services.
Right. Just in the Columbus area alone, the need for Alzheimer's and dementia care is going to increase 20% just over the next 10 years. So the earlier it's detected, the sooner you can start medication and get with your doctors to slow the disease process down.
So let's talk about Brookdale in itself. What makes your Alzheimer's and dementia kind of care program very unique?
Well, at Brookdale, we try to focus on what the individual still can do instead of what they can't do. So we're still able to let them be as independent as possible and to continue on functioning with life as much as they can.
To enjoy their life. I mean,
Yes.
that's what you try to do with them, right?
Right.
So it's about, I know a lot of it is about keeping the residents kind of active and engaged. So how do you go about doing that?
Well, at Brookdale, when you move your loved one into our facility, we sit down and we compile a life story. We get to know all the things that they used to do, hobbies, interests, and then we design activities around that so they're interested in it and can engage in it.
And now I was reading that you also focus on a lot of kind of small things that can have a big impact. Everything from the color of the walls to the type of flooring patterns at the center. So how does that kind of have to deal with what they're going through?
Right, absolutely. You want to, for example, with the flooring, you want to avoid dark colors because people with Alzheimer's and dementia can perceive that as a hole. So they wouldn't walk over it because they would think that they would fall through it. So they look at things a lot differently than we do. So we just try to stay educated and up on that current information.
So many seniors, you probably see this a lot, they want to try to live as independently as they can for as long as possible. And oftentimes other family members step in, of course, they want to help them, provide in-home care. So why should a family thinking about kind of all their options consider Brookdale as, you know, the best option?
Well, we offer 24-hour nursing assistance, so you just get tired caring for someone at home because it is a round-the-clock job 7 days a week. So we can offer that level of cushion to where we can be their care provider, and our goal is for the family members to be the family member and enjoy them.
And in that same suit, you kind of focus on the family, not just the patient. Why is that such an important part of this whole thing?
It's absolutely important for them to know that they're not alone. There are other people going through this just as they are. We try to we give them contact information for the Alzheimer's Association. We offer support groups. The more they know that there are other people going through it and that it is part of their normal lives, the easier it is to transition.
And a lot of people, they hear that diagnosis of Alzheimer's and essentially they think, my life is over, right? As I know it. It sounds so like Brookdale, you guys really kind of help them live to their fullest capacity. And what I love that you told me before we started this was that you know them now. You didn't know them before, so you guys have fun with what they love doing.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, so the family, it's very sad for the family members because they did know them before and what they were able to do in those kind of things. But we know them now. We know what they're enjoying now. We know how to keep them busy, and we just make light of every situation and just enjoy every day with them.
I love it. And you said you have fun.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You go to work, you have all these great people around you that just want to live life.
Right.
And so that's what you do there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know you also have a special InTouch computer system. Can you quickly tell us about that?
Sure. What the InTouch does is it puts the world at the residents' fingertips. So they're able to engage in any activity that they want. We have a lot of veterans that were in the Air Force, and we have a flight simulator where there's actually like a joystick and they move the maneuvers around, and it's on the TV screen, it's like they're flying the actual airplane. So for an example, we'll have someone fly us to Paris, and then on the InTouch we can take a guided tour around the city of Paris and all of that. And
really cool stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, we do have the website, the phone number up on screen if somebody's interested in learning more about Brookdale. So I want to thank you for being with us.
Oh, thank you very much.